Hey guys, welcome back to IE.Sports Network, and
Today we are going to be doing our mock draft for the draft, which all of you know probably that tomorrow is the 2019 NHL Draft, and these are our draft rankings that we made based on who. It's counting down from 31 all the way to 1, so here we go. Alright, so at 31 we've got Connor McMichael at 5'11", 174 pounds, and he's a centerman. I haven't watched McMichael play, but from what I've heard about him, he's a pretty good, solid centerman. I believe I've seen a highlight reel of him, and he looked pretty solid. Next, we got Nick Robertson at 5'9", 161 pounds, and he's a left wing from the Pittsburgh Petes. He is, I do not believe I've ever watched him play, but I've read an article about him, and he seems pretty good as well. All right, Brett Leeson here. He's from the Prince Albert Raiders. He goes in at 6'4", 201 pounds, centerman, huge guy. So this guy will definitely be able to use his size as an advantage and play a good power forward, and at 201 pounds, he'll be able to be pretty physical already at his young age.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this one is pronounced Jacob Pelletier or Jacob Pelletier. If YouTube hasn't disabled our comments yet, go ahead and comment below the pronunciation. He's 5'9", 161 pounds, and he's a left wing. I have not researched him at all, but I did see the rankings, and I read his little description, and he seems like a solid left wing. All right. At number 27, we have Ville Heinola. I have seen lots of highlights from him. He's awesome, and I really like Ville Heinola. And Kane Van Gate interviewed him on his channel. Go check that out. He is 5'11", 181 pounds, and he's a D-man. He's Finnish. Here he is right here playing for Team Finland. Ville Heinola is a solid D-man for any teams looking for that. And there's actually a chance that Nashville could pick him up at number 24. Number 26, Samuel Poulin. He is 6'2", 207 pounds, huge guy, left wing. I have heard very good things about him. And now we're in this range. I don't want to be a biased Predators fan, but this is about where the Predators could be picking now. But the Predators have the 24th pick, and you'll see who I have them picking in a second. Number 25. This is who I personally would like the Predators pick. Bobby Brink. He is 5'10", 163 pounds, right wing. He is very good. I've seen some of his highlights, and I've researched him quite a bit. He was on the national team development roster, but I don't think he ever played with them. He played with Sioux City in the USHL.
Yeah.
At number 24, I also would love the Predators pick Niels Hoglander. He is from Rogel BK, 5'9", 185 pounds, and he's a left wing. So not huge, but not too small. Niels Hoglander could really bring a good offensive aspect to a team.
Yeah.
Matthew Robertson, 6'4", 201 pounds, D-man. He can really use his body at 6'4", 201. And I do think that he will be a good prospect, although I haven't watched him. Philip Tomasino, 6'0", 181 pounds, center, right wing. I have seen a few of his highlights. I have seen him play a little bit from seeing other players' highlight reels, for example, Akil Thomas, who played with him and stuff like that. Center, right wing, solid player. Number 21, we've got Mortis Seider, the German, amazing, awesome person. 6'4", 198 pounds, huge guy, and D-man, and he is the next German player. Leon Draisaitl and Philipp Grubauer are other two really good German players, and now we're starting to see more and more German players with doing really good with Draisaitl and Grubauer, and I think Moritz Seider will join them soon. Thomas Harley, 6'3", 187 pounds, D-man from the Mississauga Steelheads. I've not seen him play, but what I have heard about him is good things. Number 19, Ryan Suski, the 6'0", 176-pound center. He is a solid centerman, and I think he will do very good in the NHL. I have seen him. I have read about him. Pretty sure he went. I'm not sure if he was number 1 in the OHL draft or just very high, but he was a solid OHL player for the Barrie Colts. All right, number 18, we've got Philip Broberg. He is the Swedish 6'3", 203-pound defenseman. This is a solid player right here. I've seen him play in the World Juniors, I believe, and I'm pretty sure that's where this picture was taken. But Philip Broberg is definitely a good player. There have been some talks, though, that he's an overrated prospect. But I personally think that Philip Broberg has what it takes. And number 17, we have Vasily Podkolzin. Okay, so I don't even know where to start on Vasily Podkolzin. This is going to be a minute on him. He was at my number 3 in, December, and he was at most people's number 3 back then. He has fallen way down, and I personally would put him on the do not draft list. I have a feeling that he'll want to play in the KHL closer to home, and I honestly don't feel that he's worth drafting that high. But number 17 would be a good spot for Vasily Podkolzin, and if he does decide to play in the NHL, he could be a really great player. I just wouldn't get too risky and draft him with too high of a pick. He's 6'1", 190 pounds right wing, and I feel like he was overrated, and he probably doesn't want to play in the NHL. He probably wants to play in the KHL. But we will see how it pans out whenever a team drafts him. Most people still have him at number 6 or whatever. I have him at 17. I just don't see teams drafting him too early because that could be dangerous.
I do remember you mentioning Vasily Podkolzin being your top.
Mm-hmm. Number 16, Raphael Lavoie. I have him low on here. I have seen him play. He's an outstanding player. Great offense. 6'4", 198. Huge guy. Right wing. Halifax Mooseheads, I saw him in the Memorial Cup. No, the Memorial Cup. He did fantastic, and I cannot wait to see him play in the NHL. I have seen some rankings having him at the 24th pick, though, which could be a steal for the Predators. And some places actually have Predators drafting him.